Hey fam, how's it going? Alrighty, here we are with our very first video read for April 2021 for the collective. Um, from the general reading, if you have looked at that, if you may remember, we are now moving into a new quarter of the year. And with that comes some new energy. And we've got some cards here that popped out right away. All right, so starting out for April, we have the speaker reversed in the medicine position. This is what he looks like right side up. I am Master Education. And as you can see, he's balls to the wall, as I like to say. He is very clear, very direct, very honest. If you can see, there's also like a little heart shape in the middle of his chest here. So he's very open, very honest, again, very direct, very bare. And this is, higher universal energies. So this being in the medicine position means that the energy is here. It's not quite connecting fully for the collective. So this is kind of where we're starting. And then we also have here 7 pair of tears, which is the water suit. The mantra for this card is I am sorrow. So we've been dealing with a lot of sorrow. We've been dealing with a lot of sadness and loss, and we may be hanging on to it at this point a little bit longer than we need to. And so maybe that could be what's going on with the medicine position here. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Being able to process those emotions and communicate that clearly, openly, honestly will bring us into the unity. I am master relationship. We seem to have a big fear in general of communicating. We are not taught in general to communicate our feelings. But we're also in dire need of healthier relationships. Our relationships, like in general, with our romantic partners, with ourselves, with our families and our communities, kind of in bad shape right now. And this quarter that we're moving into, the energy is all about wholeness and coming together. And on a larger scale, unity. And I think the way that we can really help heal this energy is through our communications, through being brave, being open and honest, balls out, communicating our heart, communicating our feelings. And that will help us come into this sense of unity, this healthier sense of partnership. And then we come into the start of a new style of communication, which is awesome. We start to begin a new journey with our thoughts and our relationships to the way that we think and the way that we communicate, which is amazing. And then from there, we have the donor. I am master of the law. The donor is all about balance, making sure that our capacities for giving and receiving are in balance, which again, right now, that's something that's very much out of balance, especially when it comes to our relationships. There's a lot of exposure right now happening around this imbalance. My cat is deciding that this is a good time to play. I mean, hey, if you're feeling the energy, you're feeling the energy. So this is another sense of balance being restored through communication, through openness and honesty about our emotional state and the pain that we're feeling, and processing through that in healthy and constructive ways will bring us into a greater sense of balance. It will bring us into a greater sense of justice if we are communicating openly and honestly. That, again, if everything is working on the collective, if everyone agrees to do this work, then we have an opportunity to find a sense of justice. I feel like I'm being really altruistic with this particular part of the read, but I feel like that truly, truly is kind of the goal of life. This is how our systems are supposed to work. We're supposed to be able to say, hey, this is hurting, this is too much. And we communicate that truthfully, directly, and the person receiving it says, oh, sorry, I didn't realize that. Let's fix it. Let's balance it. We are so out of whack right now. This brings a greater sense of togetherness, a greater sense of wholeness and unity. And it's not like we're gonna be able to master this in the month of April. I mean, this has been hundreds and thousands of years in the making. So it's gonna take some time to rewrite, to recorrect these energies. But the energies are saying that April is a great month to start. And then, once we get going, then we come to the Deliverer. I am Master Personality. This card in the traditional Rider-Waite deck correlates to the card of Strength, which, when you're birthing new energies, a new being, that takes nothing but strength. And being able to come into this place of vulnerability in our communications really, really, truly will bring us the truth of what strength is on a very large scale. And again, vulnerability is part of this. I mean, we're being asked to come back to our basic nature. Being open, being honest, being communicative. This is the direction we're being asked to come back to it. This is where we started. This is where all of nature lives. We can do this. And then, a brand new emotional journey filled with love and forgiveness. This is all the potential that we have for April. We're doing a few more cards. There are a few more cards that we've got here. And then two pair of tears. This is the water suit in this deck. I am love, coupling, coming together through open communication and vulnerability. And it's scary, but this is just where we are. I mean, when people in the collective are at a point where they're repeating, I can't breathe. Like, we have no choice but to use our voices. And it doesn't matter what it's in service of. If it's in service of a greater cause for the whole, or if it's in service of simply our own highest good. It doesn't matter. We're being asked to use our voices to express our feelings. And this is another thing. We're really being asked to dig into our feelings. We have, as a society, again, have gone on too long with ignoring our feelings. We have been taught that logic is the way to go. And in lots of ways it is, but our emotional state really truly is the driving force of everything. I mean, why do you take action on something? I felt like it. I didn't feel like it. Our feelings are in the driver's seat, ultimately. Whether we're connected to them or not, they are. And so the more we can develop that awareness of the fact that our feelings are in the driver's seat, regardless, getting in touch with what those feelings are, giving them the respect that they deserve, brings us into this sense of wholeness. So we've got high hopes for you, April. I think we've got one more here. And again, if the quarterly card, whoops, oh, okay, well, we just had a whole crap ton of cards fall out. So let's take a look here. What else do we have? Oh my God. Okay, this is a whole other reading in and of itself that just fell out here. So here, again, we have Princess Pair of Tears. I am authority of youth. And this is also a card that correlates to immaturity a bit when it comes to our feelings, which I think, you know, as a whole, this is kind of where we are right now. Lots of people are just starting to become in touch with our emotional state, myself included. This has been a journey for me as well, to learn how to let my emotional state kind of have the agency that it deserves. And to let my emotional state, and this is not to say that you let your emotions take over, but you let them inform your day-to-day actions, if that makes sense. So let's see what else we have here. We have yeah, I mean, look at this. This all comes into the end of a struggle. I am self-mastery. The Chariot here, the victorious one is victorious because they have decided they're done fighting. And they just walk away. That right there is the victory. And it is. It is to be like, I'm done struggling. Let it be easy. Let life be easy. It should be. And then we have transformation. This correlates to the Death card. Major transformation comes from this work. And this is still, here we have another pair of tears. This is the water suit. I am authority of potency. This again, it relates to youth and a sense of loss, fear of failure, the strength of your emotional body, and becoming more in touch with it, learning which of your emotion, you know, how do I say this? Because there's a difference between letting your emotions, your feelings about things, it's like your gut feeling about something, that's the thing that you want to allow to inform the decisions that you make, without letting your emotional state run rampant. I think it's that balance that is the next step. Once you become in touch with your emotions, the step after that is learning how to work that balance between, okay, this doesn't feel good, I'm kind of freaking out right now, and then taking action to correct that or to bring yourself to safety, versus letting the fear take over and, oh my God, I'm freaking out, I don't know what to do, and letting that shut you down. Medium burp. And then 1 stone of age. Beginning a new phase in terms of money and wealth and the physical. I am action and confirmation. When we get through this emotional journey, it will change our physical state. It can change the way we do business. It can make us more abundant because we are in greater alignment with our true selves. And then we have the thinker. I am master error. And he's making me doubt myself right now. Because right now I'm like, should I really be reading all this, like this whole pile of cards that just fell out? Trust your gut. Trust your gut. Go with your instincts. This guy is going to come in and cause you to doubt this new journey that's coming in. Because this is what happens. I mean, this is a natural part of the process. We begin a new journey and we immediately doubt, like, what the fuck am I doing? Who am I to be doing? No, you're good. You're good. Let it ride. Let it ride. You're good. It's a birthing process. This is the fire. This is the suit of fire. I am force and pressure. It's a birthing process. Transformation isn't easy. It's not easy. It can certainly be painful, you know, when you are releasing old patterns and habits. It's hard. It's hard. You know, we talk about the snake shedding its skin, or the butterfly, or the caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. Nobody has really studied whether or not the snake and the caterpillar bleh, feel pain when they go through this transformation. But I bet you they do. I mean, they're literally separating, like the snake is literally separating its own skin from itself. Like, that has to be painful. But they do it anyway because that's what they have to do. Because they've outgrown the old layer, which also hurts. So you might as well just stick with it and keep going, right? So then we come into Prince Curved Blade. This is the air suit. And he is, I am authority of argument. And this isn't necessarily about like actual arguments. This is about standing up for yourself. This is going through this process of transformation and growth, knowing who you are, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy, and standing firm within that as the winds blow around you, as people try to argue with you and tell you, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't know what you're doing. Yes, you do, because you just did all this work to get here. You deserve to be in this spot. Stay there. Stick with it. And then to close out the month, we have here 7 Stone of Age. I am up and down. And the thing about this card is that it seems on its face to indicate a certain level of instability. But the way that I really like to look at this card is looking at the Spanish and the words arriba y abajo, which to me translate more closely to above and below. I am above and below. As above, so below, which is the divine matrix of the universe. It's the law that says that you are held in the divine matrix, that everything is happening on your behalf for your greatest good. And even though there may be a period of further transformation as people come in and try to argue with you, things are going to fall away. You're going to have a bit of an earthquake. That's natural. When you go through transformation, this is the old stuff falling away. This is the old stuff falling away. Trust that you are held in the web of life. You are held in the divine network of the universe. And you're on the right path. So that's April. Just as a further reminder, our general theme card for 2021 was Goddess Gaia, Ocean Jasper, Goodwill. Mother Earth is on our side. Assuming the best, assuming best intentions. And speaking of best intentions, acting out of best intentions. This is what we're being asked to do. And April is the month that we're going to start doing it. It's really exciting. So there you go. Here it is. Yeah. This is the quarterly card for 2021. So this is the energy. This is what it is right side up. In the poll that I did in December, it was pulled in the medicine position. So again, this energy of completion, of wholeness is coming together. But, it's a bit of a challenge right now. But it's coming. And April is the month that we really get to start doing some fun work with this transformation. So there you have it. Happy April, everybody. Good luck. Remember that you've totally got this. The universe is on your side. Everything is happening on your behalf for your greatest good. So there you go. I have been having so much fun doing these readings and doing the personal 2021 readings for people that I am now going to open up personal monthly readings. So feel free to reach out to me to schedule that. I will start offering readings for the following month on the 15th. So if we're coming into April, starting on the 15th of April, I'll start doing readings for May. And then we can do readings for April up until the 15th. So starting now until April 15th, I'll be doing personalized readings for April. So send me a message and we'll get to work. Take care.